Hello, my name is Sam. So today I have a really big book haul. This will be from July and August thereabouts of 2021. July was my birthday month, so I spent a lot. All of these books I'm gonna show you I bought myself, except for 4 of them, which I got for my birthday from my father. These came from Barnes Noble, Book Outlet, Amazon, and then I got a bunch of used ones from like Facebook buy and sell groups, a few from Depop. But yeah, I would recommend getting a snack, getting a drink, getting comfortable, because there's a lot. I won't be going too much into the descriptions because, like I said, there's a ton. I don't want to make this like 2 hours long. And honestly, I don't know what a lot of them are about. So, okay, I've got books on both sides of me, so I'm just going to start on these ones over here, and then this massive, yeah. Okay. Okay, so the first one is Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. And I hope this, like, everything will show up so you guys can, like, read everything. That one. And then also Ruthless Gods, also by Emily A. Duncan. And I did get these off of Depop, so I know there's some controversy with the author. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but she didn't get the money directly. Like, it was secondhand. So, okay, next I got My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I can't talk today. I've heard a lot of people really enjoy this, and with coming into spooky season, yeah, this was another from Depop. And then I picked up 2 in a series. I got a Curse So Dark and Lonely, and then a Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kimmerer. I do already have the 3rd book in hardcover. I pre-ordered it from the Bookish box with like special dust jackets. I read the second one, or the first one. I have it on my Kindle app, and I really enjoyed it, but I have not read the second one. I'm pointing to the wrong ones. But I know the first one's like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and there was some like really good disability rep. So there's those. And then from that same person, I also picked up, I think this is a newer one too, The Black Tongue Thief by Christopher Buehlman. I hope I'm saying that right. This sounded really interesting. Let's see, it's blurbed by Glenn Cook, Brent Weeks, Anthony Ryan. I'll just read like the little blurb. Our 10,000 sons have declared against you. Their tongues are as black as their promise is true. And they're coming, whatever you do. So, I don't know, I thought that sounded really cool. And I guess I really haven't been showing the hardcovers, but that's just a yellow one. That's kind of a different color for a paper, or a hardcover. Sorry, like I said, I'm having trouble talking today. And then the next, I got one from Depop, and then the other from a buy and sell group. And I know this is like a booktube favorite, but I have not read them yet. So I've got Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor, and these are the hardcover editions. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what these are about, but these editions are really pretty. Obviously not quite as gorgeous as like the UK hardcovers, but I don't think really any of them are. So let me just move this out of the way, and we'll start on this massive stack over here. Okay, so first I got all of these 3 from Depop, and they're all by the same author. So I've got A Worthy Opponent, Learn My Lesson, and Desperate Measures, all by Katie Robert. And these, I guess, are described as like twisted Disney, make it smutty. So definitely like my kind of book. The next one I got off of Depop as well, and this is Sick Fucks by Tilly Cole. I've heard this is really, really dark. Dark romance, like so dark it's been taken off of Amazon Dark, which give me. I don't think I've read like any of these books yet, maybe a couple. Anywho, so the next 5 are a series, so I'll just run through these really fast. They're all by Julie Kagawa. I've got The Iron King, Book 2, The Iron Daughter, Book 3, The Iron Queen, Book 4, The Iron Knight, and then Book 5, I think it's still Book 5, The Iron Raven. So this is the only one in hardcover, and then the rest are paperback, which I'm not one of those people that are like super picky if their editions match. I mean, so I would prefer if they did, but not that big of a deal. Okay, these next 4 are ones that I did get for my birthday from my dad, from my Amazon wish list, which I can have linked down below. No pressure, no obligation, no need, whatever. So I got books 3 and 4 of the Madison Kate series by Tate James. So book 3 is Fake. Look at that sexy man. And then book 4 is Kate. And these are quartets. And I have read this series. I read it all on Kindle. It's reverse harem, enemies to lovers, and it's amazing. Probably like one of my favorite series. And the next I did also read, I read the whole series in Kindle, and this is Kings of Quarantine by Carolyn Peckham and Suzanne Valentini. These are the authors of the Zodiac Academy, which I know is super popular like on TikTok and everything right now. But this is the first in the Brutal Boys of Everlake Prep. And like, it's a chunky heavy book, which I love. And this one, it is also reverse harem. It's a bully romance, enemies to lovers, and there is like a virus going around called the Hades virus. So I mean, it's kind of relevant to what we're going through right now, but I thought it was really, really good. And then the last one from my dad is a new fantasy, and it's The Empire's Ruin by Brian Stavely. And this had sounded really good, but then I found out after I got it that it's like a follow-up to a series he already has. So I have to read that series first, or I might not understand what's going on in here. But I mean, I've got hundreds of books in my TBR, so I'm not super worried about that right now. Okay, and then I will get through my Barnes & Noble order that I placed. So first, dusty already. I've got All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace, and I read this on audio through my library about a year or so ago, and I really enjoyed it. It's a different kind of magic. It gets like soul magic, and there's like mermaids and pirates, and I enjoyed it. And I personally think this cover is stunning. Okay. And then we've got Later by Stephen King. I do love me some Stephen King. And this is one of like the hard case crime ones. So I don't think it's so much horror excuse me, as like a crime one. And this one's like a really small one. Excuse me, I need a drink. Okay, and then I did get a couple middle grades in that order as well, because I kind of read all over if you haven't noticed yet. So the first middle grade I have is A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison. And I've heard quite a few people talk really highly about this. I'm pretty sure Gav at, from How to Train Your Gav and Jade from JD Ray Reads talked about this one and really enjoyed it. If you ever want good middle grade recommendations, definitely check both of those two out. I'll try to remember to link them down below. And then the other middle grade I got is Curse of the Night Witch by Alex Aster. And I don't think I've heard anyone talk about this, but it was one of like the buy one get one 50% off, and the cover looks really cool, so I picked it up. And then we've got A Song of Race and Ruins by Roseanne A. Brown. I know this was really popular, was it last year or was it 2019? Honestly, I don't know what time is anymore. But this, I had always been intrigued when when I first started hearing about it, so I picked that up. And then another YouTube favorite is Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh, which I hear is like a vampire, not vampire story. So I'm really interested in this. You guys, these stacks of books are ridiculous. We still have so many left. Okay. I'll do this one next. So this one is a book of the month, and this was the, what month were you? August book. And I picked The Heart Principle by Helen Huang. And I know this is like book 3 in this like series, but I think you can read them as standalones. The other ones are The Bride Test and The Kiss Quotient, which I own. I have one of them. I have stacks of books in front of them, so I couldn't really see it right now. So I've got that one. And then these next two I ordered from the author. Because I read the first one, absolutely loved it. I still haven't read the second one because I don't want my heart broken. This is the Feral Souls trilogy, the first 2 books by Erica Woods. We've got Hunted and then Assembly. And these are both assigned and personalized from Erica. And these came in just before my birthday. My birthday was July 20th. And just like reading the notes, it made my days so much better. So I was going through a really rough time, and honestly, like, I'm in her reader group on Facebook, and she's just the absolute sweetest person ever, and she talks back to commenters, and I don't know, she's just amazing. I don't know if you guys could see like how thick these are. So like here's one book, and then so like here's the Beautiful. Like, it's a thick book. I love it. That is a reverse harem. It's really slow burn. It's dark. Lots of trigger warnings. But yes. Okay, and I think... Oh, first, this one was from Depop. It is one of the DC icons. It's Superman Dawnbreaker by Matt De La Pena. It's just one of the DC icons. I think I have all of them now except Catwoman, which is weird because I love Sarah J. Maas and I don't have hers yet. But yeah, yeah. And then it does say DC icons on the pages. But I've never read anything else by Matt De La Pena, so if you have and he's good, let me know down below and what you'd recommend. Okay, so I think the rest of these are from Book Outlet. And I ordered like 21 books from there, so we've got like 21 more books to go, at least. So, hope you got a drink or a snack. Okay, we'll start with this one since it's right on the end. Got the Modern Witchcraft Book of Tarot, Your Complete Guide to Understanding the Tarot by Skye Alexander, which I think that's just how the book is colored. Yep. So that's what this looks like. And I think it just kind of goes through like what some of the different cards mean and how to interpret them. I guess I'm really interested in tarot and learning more about it. So that's why I picked that up. The next we've got Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. And they're lovely, you know, Walmart sticker, because Book Outlet is like overstock books that they get for really cheap. And they're still brand new books, but they might come with like the retail sticker, and then a lot of times they'll have like a mark somewhere on the pages, which that doesn't bother me at all. So we got that one. Then we've got Warcross, and I have the other one in here somewhere. Anyway, Warcross by Mary Lou. Yeah, I kind of hate this edition. It's not quite like mass market paperback. I think it's like trade paperback, or I don't know, but I don't like these editions for some reason. Like regular paperback, and then this. So like it's shorter and narrower. But anyway, the next, I'll get this big one out of the way because it's heavy. It takes up a lot of room. I've got book 4 of the Stormlight Archives, Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. I already own book 1 and 2. I have not read them yet. I started book 1 I think like last year, and I was really enjoying it, but then I just kind of went through like a book slump, and then like epic fantasy wasn't what I was feeling, and I have trouble reading like fantasy, like really big fantasies on my Kindle, so I do have the physical book now, so hopefully I can get back into those and enjoy that world. Oh, here's Adam Marie Lou. So after Warcross, there's Wildcard. And I think this is just a duology. Yeah. But I like this one a lot better. And yeah, I don't know anything about those. Next, I've got another Brandon Sanderson. We've got Skyward, which I think that's what the series is called, the Skyward series. Maybe. Yeah. So this is just the first in the series, and I think this is more YA, whereas Rhythm of War is definitely more considered adult. So I'm just kind of stocking up on Brandon Sanderson. There's another one in here, I believe, but further down. So the next one, I've got Idiot by Laura Cleary, which, so this is a memoir, and I think Laura's hilarious. Like, she has the YouTube, I don't know if she's on YouTube, but like the Facebook videos where it used to be like the Steven, like she was hunting down Steven and like Helen, and but now she posts more like mommy stuff because she has 2 little ones and they are absolutely adorable. But I think this is just going to be absolutely hilarious. So yeah, I'm really excited at this. Like, chapter 1 is literally called, Oh, the Places I've Peed. So, okay. Next, I've got another middle grade, and this is Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow, by Jessica Townsend. And like I said, I've heard a lot of people rave about this series. This sticker looks like it'll come off, but this one's like permanent on the cover, which I'm not a fan of, but I mean, it's not something I can change, so yeah. Next, I've got I think that's book 1 and book 3. of the Truly Devious series. So Truly Devious, and then They Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson. They didn't have book 2, so I got 1 and 3. And I think this is like a YA murder mystery thriller kind of series. I've heard really good things. So here we are. Like I said, I don't know anything about most of these books. I've just seen them hyped and talked about, and they were cheap, so I bought them. It's a problem, I know. Okay, so the next one is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Han, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. And then these follow like different Janes. So I have right behind me, but I can't reach it, My Plain Jane, which follows a different one. And this follows something Queen, Lady Jane Grey. So intrigued for that. And yes, if it looks like I'm sweating, I am. It is toasty in here. Okay, so next one we've got Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand, which is like another YA thrillery kind of thing, which I've heard really good things about, and that's why I got it. This next one I actually have read. Yay me! So it's This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. This is the first in the Monsters of Verity duology. And this book is like a dystopian with demons, and these demons or monsters, they come about after like a terrible crime or violence has been committed. And there's like 2 sides of the city, and music plays a big part in it. That's all I'm gonna say. Next, I've got another Marie Lu, and this is The Kingdom of Back. And I know this was really popular a couple years ago or something. On the back it says, I am the sister, the other Mozart, and her story is mine. Okay, so I think this is like I don't know if this is based on like a true story or totally made up, but apparently like Mozart's sister was like a genius as well, but since like her time period, she couldn't do what she wanted, and yeah, but this cover is gorgeous. Ooh, and there's a map. And the hardbacks, nothing special. Okay, we're getting there eventually. Next we've got Piranesi by Susanna Clark. And this one I'm not entirely sure of. Like, I know it's got like the mythology kind of aspect, and I know it's one of those books where it's like you either love it or you hate it. So I'm hoping obviously that I'll love it, but here's the naked hardback. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty short book, so yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll enjoy it. And we have got The Bromance Book Club by Lyssa Kay Adams, which I know is another really popular one here on YouTube, where a husband is trying to save his marriage, so he joins a like romance group to figure out romance, and I don't know, it sounds cute. It's like a sweet contemporary romance. The next is a thick one, and it is Obsidio, The Illuminae Files, Book 3 by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I have Book 1 Illuminae. I do not own Book 2 Gemina. They didn't have it on the site. I already had Illuminae. I'm like, but why not? And this, it looks really thick, and I mean it is, but it is in like really cool like mixed media. I know it's like a space sci-fi I haven't read the first one yet. I'm sure you guys are tired of me saying that. Moving on. Okay, next one. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I believe this is the first in this series. I'm pretty sure. And it's another YA murder mystery thriller. When you ask people what happened to Andy Bell, they'll tell you without hesitation. She was murdered by Sally Singh. No, allegedly. No, might have. No, probably. No, most likely. He did it, they say. Sal killed Andy. But I'm just not so sure. So that sounds intriguing. We almost lost our pile of books. Also, if you have been counting, let me know how many books I've hauled. I've got 2 left. So let me know how many books are in this video. Okay, so the next one is Aurora Burning by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. And this is hardcover. This is the naked hardcover. I don't know if there was originally a dust jacket or if this is just how it is. But either way, this is number 2 in the Aurora cycle. I talked about the first one a little bit ago. And then the last book in this haul is another Brandon Sanderson. And this one is Starsight. And this is book 2 in the Skyward series. And book 3, I think, comes out in November, I want to say. I know it comes out soon, but yeah, so I want to get these read and then be able to pick up book 3. But that is it. That is all of the books for July/August. September is going to be a really, really big one again because apparently I can't stop buying books. So, I've got that to look forward to. And hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be filming my spooky TBR for October. But yeah, I don't want to make this video any longer, so yeah, I would love it if you'd give me a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want me to read any specific book that I talked about, or you loved it, if you read it, let me know that as well. And until then, next time, goodbye.